Hi guys, I hope you guys are well. Thank you for being patient. I haven't posted in a minute, but this house, or should I say £100 to a house challenge is well on the way. I know I look a bit rough, but I'm hustling every day. Every day I'm hustling, right? And this is it. I feel like I'm 20 something again, but you know, it is what it is. I'm a little bit more tired nowadays, but you know, everything is just as it was. Maybe even better, okay? Let me explain to you. So I'm still getting the scooters. Like I showed you in the last video, I got 6 scooters. I managed to get the 6 scooters and sell 2. And I made a decision to try to sell them via Gumtree because Facebook was a lot of time wasters on there. Here's a tip: stay away from groups unless it's pure selling groups, because you will just get people who are just looking and wasting your time. So I'm doing things off of Gumtree. I'm getting responses here and there, but as you can see behind me, there is something going on that I need to explain. So selling the 4 scooters that are left is no longer my priority at the moment. What I have done though, right, is I wanted to prove to you one of the business ideas I gave you 2 months ago. I said to you, if you take 300 and something pounds, you can start yourself a business where you clear patios, roofs, gardens with a jet wash, right? This will allow you to clean the solar panels and so on and still charge a good rate per day for your investment. What I did was I took it one step further. What I did was I actually, right, invested the same money that I invested in the last scooter. So for those of you who aren't really into scooters and want to take it to a next level quicker, right? What you can do, if you have experience in using your hands, right? If you have experience using your hands, maybe you should delve into that. For me, I studied art. I have, painted my own place before, and I love painting. So what I did was I invested the same money that I've invested in the scooters into an airless spray machine. It's called the Wagner 150 airless spray machine. As you can see, I'm ready, dressed, okay? I've been here for, I came last night. I already, as you can see, I've prepared the wall. What I am actually doing is I'm going to line the wall and paint the wall and the room. I'm gonna paint the whole room, all right? Not only am I doing this, I'm doing the whole house. So what I can do is I can show you a quick tour of what's going on, all right? Like I said, you guys, money's out there. You just need to go and get it. You can't fare. You don't have to have a boss. You don't have to be waking up to alarms. You have to just make sure that you can do what it is that you set yourself out to do and take one step at a time to it. All right. So this is a whole house that I'm painting. I'm going to try and do it in 2.5, maybe 3 days. Right. And I'm going to get the money that I invested into the painting spray gun back. Right. However, I went one step further. You may not have someone you can go to and say, hey, let me do this particular job at a discount for you, like I've done, which enabled me to secure the job, right? And it's something that I like doing, right? You may not be able to do that, but you can get your paint sprayer, grab some experience where you are, spray your room, okay? Get used to the paint sprayer, get used to how long it takes to dry, get familiar with it, do some research, and then go to estate agents and say, hey, any landlords that are getting rid of tenants or any tenants moving out and you need the place repainted, please can you give my card, which you can go to make at Vistaprint for like 500 for £2.50 or £5, right? You can do that and give it to estate agents and say, hey, if you have any landlords that want to refresh their flat, this is the price that I charge. And make sure you undercut everyone. Right? And you will make your money as soon as you get your reputation going. One landlord knows the next. You will make money on and on and on, right? So here's a continuation of the house, okay? Right, so I'm gonna paint what you see here. This is the hallway, right? And from here, can you see the patch up there? Right, now this patch that you can see is caused by damp. I could just paint over it, but I don't want to do that. I want to give a really good finish, you know, especially being the investors are very, very close and dear to me. So I'm going to make sure it's done right. What I am going to do is I'm going to filler it. Oh, that way. I'm going to put a filler on it and I'm going to make it smooth as possible. I'm going to ask them about what you see there, right? Because I think that is plasterboard, which I can't do, but I can get rid of that nice thin gap. I mean, I can get rid of that crack, but it's not gonna fix the problem, right? So I'm gonna tell them that. So it's a 4-bedroom house. As you can see, I've been at work taking off the wallpapers. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line it so it looks like it's plastered. Then I'm gonna paint the whole thing again, right? As you can see, right? I've been very busy. Before I came here, I was working and, you know, trying to sell the scooters, but people were just annoying me. Okay. This is another room. As you can see, I prepared that wall, taken off all the paper. I'm gonna also, once again, line wherever isn't flat or flush. 1 second. So the problem is when you peel off a wallpaper, that's when you start to see whether there's cracks or bumps or holes in the wall, right? That you wouldn't have seen ordinarily, right? So when you do peel off the wallpaper, the best thing for you to do is to line it. If you line it, it usually looks like this, right? It will cover this, but it won't have the raw pattern of the actual wallpaper that's there. For example, like this, it won't have that, okay? It will just be this color, and you'll be able to cover the imperfections in the wall. However, if the imperfections in the wall are far too great, it is better, right, to fill it, wait for it to dry, sand it. If you want to put lining paper, you can, but you can, some of the materials you can directly paint over, which are the ones that I do have, okay? So we have this here. I'll take you downstairs. Right, so all of that, I'm gonna paint everything that you see behind you, I'm painting. In here, we have the living room. Okay, as you can see, I've taken off the wallpaper. I'm gonna line everything that you see here. I'm gonna line this, right? Line that, paint everywhere. The cove. Oh, here's one of the, it's charging now. I've been using this every day, right? In the UK, and everyone is still talking about it's illegal. Now, when it comes to these scooters, as long as you're riding it properly, as long as you're following the bicycle laws, you're not jumping lights, right? You're not swerving between cars, and you're being really sensible. The police are not idiots. They're not gonna just take it from you, right? It's when you're acting a fool and when you actually have those that break the limit and you're standing up, endangering yourself, right? Then they'll take it from you. And if they take it from you, guess who buys it? Right? So make sure you ride them safely, all right? I've got mine right here. I'm gonna sell that as soon as I get back home. I'm gonna put it on Gumtree, but for now, I'm using that. You know, everybody else can walk for now. I don't wanna walk. Right, so here's one of the walls, and then we're gonna go and do the kitchen. The kitchen, all I basically need to do, because this paper that they have is reminiscent of tiling, right? And that's what's usually in kitchens anyway. So I'm gonna change the color of this. I'm gonna take everything off the wall, change it. It has a cellar, right? The cellar has been painted previously, but it's a bit worn, so I'm gonna try and update that. And you ain't gonna believe this, it has a second entrance. This is huge. I actually like it. It's a bit strange, but I like it. And I'm gonna be painting that as well. What I will be doing is I'll be showing you guys the end result, but I'm doing chop, quick this video purely for the simple fact that after this, I'm working tomorrow and I'm gonna come back here and finish off what I haven't finished off, okay? And then it's on to the next. I actually have had a delivery of AirPods from another auction today. So this week I'll be showing you the AirPods, the condition that they come in. I'll also show you, well, once I've cleaned it, what they look like, and I'll tell you how much I made from them, okay? Flip, make money. Don't think that you're unable, right? You can change your life in a matter of a week if you speak to the right people, right? Also, you have to focus, right? Make sure you focus. Don't think of anything else except for a step forward in the right direction, okay? I'm not supposed to be doing this Dalai Lama thing, but I'm in a rush right now. I don't want to be leaving you guys in a lurch thinking I'm dead off a coronavirus or some rubbish like that. No, we are hustling. It's 100 to a house. It's getting there. Just like and subscribe. Like I told you already, I will not be posting every day. I'm not one of these kids, you know, dancing and shit. I can't do that. Well, I can, but I don't feel that's valuable for your time pure because of the fact that there's so many more people that are doing that already. I would rather do something that benefits you. If I'm to entertain you, I'll entertain you for about 5-6 minutes, right? But if it's gonna benefit you, man, this is where we at. This is what I'm trying to do, is get you into the mind frame that you and I are no different. You may be female, and because of a male doesn't mean that you can't achieve certain things that I can achieve. The only thing you can't do is give life. You can give birth. But everything else, yeah. You know, if you focus, you can do it. Right? So, yeah, nothing is beyond you. I'm not some special human being, okay? As you can already tell, I'm a black guy. And I'm going to tell you straight right now, it's not all plain, smooth sailing. I'm not showing you all the discrimination that I am facing, and I am facing them. However, right, I am showing you that if you keep your focus, none of all of that matters. Everyone is discriminated against me. They're beneath me. I don't need to react. So you don't need to let anything get in your way or stop you from being who and what you need to be. All right? There is a path for everyone. This is what I'm trying to do. All right? Okay. So the main reason for the video, other than the update, is I want to show you exactly what I invested in. It's called the Wagner 150. Now, the Wagner 150 is an airless sprayer, right? Airless paint sprayer, right? It comes in a tub. Bear with me. Let me set this thing right up. Okay. So you can see what it is that I'm doing. All right, bear with me. Look. This is the Wagner 150 airless sprayer. With this airless sprayer, it costs about £269. And with this airless sprayer, this is what you get inside it. You get the hose, okay? You get the handle, right? You get the front bit. Paperwork, and as you can see inside there, we have tips for the spray, okay? So the tips, they change either the direction of the spray or how it's sprayed, the consistency, and so on and so forth, or for different materials. The ones that come in a packet are usually the generic ones, but I will be reading and using the correct one. The paint actually goes and sits in here. There is no spillage at all, and also you may not even have to waste any paint, because once I'm finished, any paint from here goes directly back into the bucket for another day or another job. All right, so this thing here, in order for this just fell out, make sure you keep it nice and tight in here, okay? It's very loose, just keep an eye on it so you don't lose it, all right? So, first thing you do is you pour the paint inside. Once you pour the paint inside, you turn it to prime. It's actually on prime at the moment. And what this prime does, or this rewind symbol does, is it passes the paint through this nozzle, as you can see, and it flows back into the tub. Once it does that, that means there is no air trapped in between the nozzle, right? There's no air at all in there, so you won't get bubbles and splats like this. Once you have that, then the hose that's connected to here will then pass the paint through to the gun. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish prepping up the walls. In terms of the lining, I'm gonna finish prepping the walls in terms of the pasting and the filler. And then when it comes to painting, that's when I'm gonna turn the recorder back on and I'm gonna show you exactly how efficient this is. I've been there for maybe 12, 13 hours so far, right? From last night, I've slept some of that time and I've managed to do what I've done here. Once I am able to cover the windows, I'll be covering the windows with this, and also any valuable goods with this. This is a see-through sheet, right? So armed with this, it looks like cling film, and the masking tape, I bought the thickest one possible, right? It's actually this thick, right? So armed with this, I can cover everything that needs to be protected in the house and then spray everything else, which makes the job very, very quick. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I have another one of these jobs at the end of the month, I believe. And yeah, next week, I should be buying my first car in 2022. And I'm buying it less than £1,000, and we're gonna make over £1,000. I'm gonna show you everything. Make sure you like and subscribe. It tells me that you're interested, and it also tells me that, yeah, you like what I'm doing. Make sure you take good care of yourselves. I'm gonna post this video, and the next video that you will see, it will be this and the painting from the actual sprayer. After that, I will then show you the product from the new auction. After that, I will then seal up the season of business ideas. Season 1, business ideas. I have 3. I should actually only give you 1 more, but I've thought of 2 more that I think that will be beneficial to you guys. So I will give you those once I get back home. Once again, you take care of yourself and make sure every day is a step in the right direction.